All right, guys, is the Envision Festival safe? Are you safe when you go to the Envision Festival? I'm going to tell you what it is if you don't know anyway, but are you going to get your things stolen from your Airbnb? If you walk out to the parking lot, are you going to get accosted by some crazy local? What's up with the Envision Festival, and should you go, and how do you keep safe at the Envision Festival? When we talk about that in a second. Guys, I'm Michael on for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Hey, man, we got another relocation retreat coming up. If Costa Rica's on your radar, thinking you might want to live here, but you're not quite sure, or maybe you want a crash course of what it's like to live in Costa Rica because you've never been. This relocation retreat, 6-7 day event might be for you. No blowing smoke, the good, the bad, the ugly about living here. We don't care if you move here. We just want to give you good information so you can make a good decision whether Costa Rica is right for you or not. It's my favorite thing to do, man, is talk to you around the pool, answer all your questions. We have a great time. It's just not, it's just not a bunch of people talking. If you want to go on a zip line, we got some adventure tours, horseback on the beach, surfing lessons, all kinds of other stuff mixed in. So it's like a mini vacation. The contacts you meet there are worth the price of admission. I circle myself with like-minded people, honest people, transparent people, people that want to help you. They want to make a buck, but not off your back. You're not going to get gringo priced here. So just the contacts alone, and anybody that knows anything about Costa Rica, you don't want to start off anything in Costa Rica without the right people. You just do not. It can go south very quickly. You can be out thousands of dollars and all that. So just the contacts alone. Anyway, I would love to see you there, man. All the info, sign up, price, everything is in a link in the description below. And the next one's coming up soon, and there's only a few slots left, for real. You know, I'd like to say that. You better act now. Well, actually, you better act now. Hey, man, if you haven't subscribed, please do. YouTube's just getting harder and harder. You want to see videos as we put them up? Hit the notification bell. All right, man, what's the Envision Festival? I think it's been going on for like 10 years. All you got to know is like a 5% Burning Man in another country, but on a beach. It's Burning Man, all right? It's yoga types, guys that have the bun types, life coach types, people looking for spirituality, and it's the plur. Plur? You went to raves, right? Peace, love, unity, and respect. It's all about that yoga and massages and deep meanings and feelings. But anyway, so Envision Festival's been going on now. Yours truly, I've been to Burning Man 7 times. I've been in Costa Rica so long. Do you remember the Manifesto gathering? Do you remember that? That was way before the Envision Festival. That was down in Malpais. We went to that. There's a video somewhere in the archives of the Manifesto gathering down in Malpais. So I know festivals. So anyway, that's what it is. A lot of like-minded people, spiritual, all that kind of stuff. It's a good time. I have not gone to the Envision Fest. I want to make that clear. I have my own reasons, and that's another video. But so I got a couple emails last Envision Fest, and people were reaching out to me, and it was about safety concerns and about their safety concerns. They had a very, I think they got ripped off in their Airbnb, were out a lot of money. A couple of them were scared about the parking lot situation. Again, we're going to get into that. And they said when they went to Envision Fest forums and they voiced these concerns, they got shouted out because, oh, you're trying to scare people. You're ruining the vibe. Well, you should ruin the vibe because it's a thing. And this lady was right. I said I would make a video about it. Now, I waited on this for a long time because Envision Fest is coming up here, I believe, in February. So this might be a good apropos time. I would love to talk to the owner too. I would love to have an interview with him. I'm sure he can clear up a lot of this stuff. Not clear it up. If you're in the Envision Fest and your accommodations are in the Envision Fest, that's going to be your best bet. That's how you're going to keep your most safe and secure. It's being outside of the Envision Fest that's probably going to create the problems. All right, we're going to talk about a few of those problems. Now, she said the people I talked to said inside the Envision Fest, police, security, all of it. It was great. She said walking out to the parking lot was a little scary. It should be lit better. Now, I'm not sure what that means, and maybe they got that all fixed up. So maybe that's not even a thing, but there was some talk about the parking lot situation. Anybody going out to a parking lot, especially solo, should get an escort out, either with other friends to the car or security or something. You should not be walking anywhere by yourself in the dark to a parking lot. Now, maybe that again, that's fixed up. I don't know, but that was one of the concerns, was the parking lot and like how lit it was and that kind of thing. Okay, we got a few things to talk about. First, we got to talk about drugs. All right. So, and I'm not gonna tell you. I've done all that. Here's what you're going to find at the Envision Fest. You're going to find shrooms, MDMA, ecstasy, K, pot, obviously, and that you take that. You know the risk of all that. You know that. I'm not going to get into that. But the thing is, it's the doing of the drugs, and with that whole plur mentality, and then going outside the Envision Fest with that love in your heart for everybody. So we're going to talk about that in a second. So actually, we can talk about it now. So you are in another country. This is not Burning Man in the States. This is not a festival in the States or like a Europe type of thing. You are in a Central American country that you don't know that much about. And you can't lose focus of that. This time that you're trying to have, getting spiritual, getting one, doing the plur thing with like-minded people and stuff, this is not the time to make friends with the locals and be outside the Envision Fest and spreading your love to the locals. This is not the time. Do you not know that the locals know what's going on? They know who's down there. These people that go to the Envision Fest, you know who you are. You guys have money usually. I saw some of the houses, the Airbnb. Some of the Airbnbs are $15,000 for like 4 days or whatever. So there's a lot of money floating around there. And again, if you're outside, you don't want to be, okay, for instance, taking some E, then going outside the Envision Fest to a local bar, talking to the local taxi driver, saying how much you love the country and you love everybody. And now your best friend is the waiter and the bartender. And oh my gosh, there's a party at your Airbnb later. This is not the time for that. Stick with the people in the Envision Festival. Bond with them. Bond with them. Stay away from locals. They know what's going on. You will be taken advantage of for the most part, or at least you should play like you're going to. And again, drugs don't help you make good decisions. We all know that, right? So keep that use, I guess, in there, and be wary of anybody you're kind of with outside of the Envision Fest. Okay, which brings me to Airbnbs. Okay, again, most robberies, most taking of items are usually inside jobs. It's not necessarily the maid, but it could be the maid's cousin's brother's friend who overhears that you're staying in a $20,000 a week place and that there's probably money there. It may not be the maid, but people know, and they know where the Airbnbs are. And that's a big problem. And you really have to watch your property, your money, your valuables at your Airbnb, no matter how safe you think it is. No matter how safe you think it is, I don't know, hide your stuff. Make sure that safe is bolted down with bolts this far into the floor. Whatever you have to do, keep your valuables there. Keep your pet. Don't be carrying around your stuff. Don't be carrying around your money, all that kind of valuable stuff. This is where a lot of stuff is happening outside the Envision. Outside Envision, that's the problem. The locals here, the Envision's been going on a long time now. That's where they're going to take advantage. All right, this is easy pickings for the locals. Now, it's not all the locals. We know not all Costa Ricans do that. It's always a small percentage screwing it up for everybody, but it only takes a small percentage to break into your Airbnb or to make friends with you. Oh, where's the party at? Ooh, yeah. I love you. I love Ticos. No, not the time. So also solo women, you shouldn't be doing anything by yourself. You shouldn't be even getting into the cab by yourself. You shouldn't be going home if you're outside the Envision Festival by yourself. You should either be going with the friends you came with. Don't do anything by yourself. Nothing. Don't be walking the beach past the Envision, whatever the boundaries are. Don't be walking on shrooming and walking 2 miles down the beach by yourself. Not a good time. Now, I'm not saying that things are going to happen if you do that. I'm just saying let's cut that risk factor down. Okay, that's why I'm saying I'm not saying all locals are after your money or ready to take advantage of whatever the situation is. I'm just saying cut that risk factor down and don't put yourself in the situation. Spend your time in the festival talking to those like-minded people that are there. Remembering you're in Costa Rica. Use some freaking common sense. Have some awareness, for your surroundings, right? Be hyper vigilant. But the problem with it's hard to be hyper vigilant when you're tripping balls. Okay? I've been to Burning Man 7 times. I know all about this. I know how it goes. All right? I know how it goes. But again, it happens down here. This is why I would love to talk to the guy that runs this or somebody that speaks for it, not put them on the spot, because I know they're obviously doing a lot to keep it safe and secure, but they can only do so much. You have to take some personal responsibility. And again, most things are happening outside the Envision Fest, at the Airbnbs, people traveling around at night, not knowing where they're going, hooking themselves up with that nice bartender, that guy that scored this for you, and now you're friends, fast friends. No, let's have some romance down here in Costa Rica. I'm just asking you not to do it. Come back on vacation and do that and get with the rafting guide, or whatever. All right? So keep safe. I would love for you guys to, anybody that's been there, write your comments, write your experiences. I know probably 95%. Michael, it's great. What are you talking about? I'm not talking to the 95%. I want to help the 5%, that have been burnt. The people that wrote me last year were burnt for a lot of money, Airbnb style type stuff, venturing around by yourself kind of thing. So again, man, please give me your comments, write your advice. Tell me where I might have something wrong here. This is all for everybody else, for information to put out there. I do want to put a little bit of fear factor in you, again, because you are in another country. Don't ever forget that when you're down here. You're not in your town. All right, guys, appreciate it, man. Seriously, write the comments and your experiences. You've been down to Envision, and spread the love. Keep spreading the love. Plur, baby, plur, and coffee. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostarica.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Hey, things are going to pop up. Thinking about living or traveling anywhere, always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, man, I'm going to put my videos up against anybody's, man, for information. Don't have all the editing stuff down, but I got some good info. Ciao.